start in child's pose. So, toes together, knees wide open, and then slide your forehead down onto the mat. And let your hips sit back. Take a couple big, deep breaths. See if you can, if you can't get your forehead down, maybe you want to stack your hands so that you can let your head relax. Take another couple breaths here. And now start to walk your fingers out away from you, seeing if you can feel a length through your spine and through your side body. And now we're going to slowly walk both hands over to the right. And when you get to your comfortable space to the right, place your left hand on top of your right hand. And then press your left hip back towards your left heel. You might want to open your knees a little bit more. Yeah. See if you feel a stretch through your left side. Breathe in. And then walk through center. Walk your hands over to the left. Place your right hand on top. Let your right hip reach your right heel. Take a big stretch. Charlie's not letting any of the kids come past a certain point on their scooters. Take another big breath there and then walk back to center. And from here, come into your tabletop. Line your knees up under your hips. Line your hands up under your shoulders and bump your hips side to side. And then make some little circles if that feels good. And if you're making circles, go ahead and make them in the other direction. And then come back to center. Spread your fingers underneath your shoulders. Drop your belly. Feel like your heart is pulling forward. Nice. And then exhale. Lift your belly button up around your spine, crown of your head down to the floor. Inhale, roll forward, opening your heart. Exhale, round. One more time. Inhale forward. Exhale, round. Come back to neutral. Reach your right foot back behind you. Rock back and forth on your toes. And now turn your left fingertips towards your left knee. So as you rock back and forth, not only are you stretching out your leg, but you're stretching out your opposite forearm. And then turn your left fingertips around, reach them out in front of you, float your left arm, right leg up, finding your balance. Hold here. And then on your exhale, draw your knee to your elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Lower your left hand down, lower your right toes down, and then come back to your tabletop position. If you need to give your wrists a little shake, go ahead and do that. And then reach your left leg back behind you and rock back and forth over your toes. Turn your right fingertips towards your right knee if you want that extra forearm stretch. And then reach your right arm out in front of you. Float your right arm, left leg up. Hold here, balance. Lift your belly button up to your spine. And then exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Lower everything back down. Shake your hips out. I'm gonna go this way. Curl your toes under and slide your hips up into downward facing dog. Let your heels get heavy. Feel the backs of your legs start to stretch out, and then bend one knee and the other knee. Let both heels get heavy, and then roll forward, coming into your high plank. Hold here in your high plank. Lower your knees down. Shift your hips back to your heels, so like almost like a tuck-toed child's pose. And then curl yourself back up into your down dog. Pull forward into plank. Lower your knees. Press your hips back. And then slowly back up into down dog. Few more times. Pull forward. Drop your knees. Press your hips back. And then lift your hips up into your down dog. One more time. Pull forward. Lower your knees. Press your hips back. And then lift up into down dog. Feeling your heels get heavy. Breathe here. Float your right leg up behind you. Step your right foot all the way up in between your hands and lower your left knee down. We're going to open our heart forward and then exhale round. So maybe you shift your hips back a little bit. And then inhale, sink your hips forward, open your heart. Exhale round. Inhale forward. Exhale round. Go ahead and plant your hands and step back into your downward facing dog. Breathe here. Float your left leg up behind you. Step your left foot up between your hands. Lower your right knee down. Open your heart as you sink your hips forward and then shift back a little bit, rounding your spine, dropping your head down. Inhale forward. Exhale round. Inhale forward. Exhale round. Go ahead and step your left leg back to meet your right, back into your downward facing dog. Think about pressing your fingertips and your knuckles, the outer edges of your hand into the mat. And then reach your hips up and back. Feel your spine getting longer. And breathe. Float your right leg up behind you again. Step it forward. Lower your left knee down. Bring your hands to your thigh this time. Let your hips sink forward. And then exhale round. So a lot more balance here. Sink your hips forward. Exhale round. Sink your hips forward. Exhale round. Bring your hands down to the mat and twist open to the right. Breathe here. And then bring the right hand down, step back to downward facing dog. Put your left leg up behind you, step your left foot all the way forward, lower your right knee down, bring your hands to your thigh. Let your hips sink forward, open your heart. Exhale round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Bring your hands down to either side of your left foot and then open up to the left. Breathe here. Bring your left hand down, step back to downward facing dog. Check that your hands are hip distance apart, that your legs are hip distance apart. Maybe softly bend your knees, lift your heels up, and then re-straighten your legs and let your heels get heavy. See if you can find any more length or stretch through the back of your legs. Float your right leg up. Step your right foot forward. Lower your left knee down. Bring your hands to your thigh. Let your hips sink forward. Woo. Exhale, we're going to shift back even farther this time. Sitting your hip back, stretching that front leg. And then sink forward, coming back into this pose, letting your hips come forward. And then exhale back, walking your hands for support. Inhale forward. And now plant your left hand down, reach your right arm up. Bring your right hand down, lift your left knee. See if you can straighten your right leg and then walk towards the left, coming into a wide leg straddle, facing the A tower. Nice forward fold. Bend your right knee, bend your left knee, swaying side to side. And then come to center, lengthen your spine. See if you can get your chest parallel to the floor. Walk your hands back to your front foot, turn your toes, come back into your lunge. Bring your hands to the inside of your right foot and lower your left knee down. So now our hands are more in a lizard. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to open our heart, and on our exhale, we're going to let our leg open. So inhale forward, and then exhale, let your leg open, take a little twist. Come back to forward, and then open with a little twist. One more time. And open, and then place your hand on the outside of your right foot and slowly make your way back into your downward facing dog. And pedal this out or find stillness. Float your left leg up behind you. Step your left foot all the way forward, lower your right knee down. We're gonna open our heart forward and then exhale, shift our hips back. Open our heart forward and then shift our hips back. Rock forward and rock back. Come forward, plant your right hand, twist up to the left. And now when we bring our hand down, we're going to lift our right knee and walk ourselves over towards the B tower. Press your hands down, bring your heart so it's parallel to the mat, and then exhale, fold forward. Maybe you walk your fingertips back in line with your toes, or you reach for your opposite ankles, or maybe your big toes. Now bring your hands back down to the floor, lift your spine up, walk back towards the front of your mat, keeping both hands on the inside of your left foot. Coming into your lizard, open your heart, and then on your exhale, twist and open. Inhale forward, exhale, twist. Inhale forward and twist. And now bring your left hand down, step back to downward facing dog. Breathe here. Look forward at your hands and slowly walk your feet all the way up to the front of your mat. Let your head hang heavy. Reach for opposite elbows and then gently sway side to side. Come back to center, release your grip and roll up one vertebra at a time, stacking your spine, coming all the way up. Landing nice and tall so that your head is in line. And then inhale, bring your arms all the way up overhead. Interlace your fingers, point your fingers up to the sky. Breathe in, exhale over to the right. Come back up to center, breathe in, lengthen, exhale over to the left. Back up through center, over to the right, and now we'll flow over to the left, over to the right, over to the left. One more round, right, left, and then back up to center. Let your fingers float all the way down. We're going to do a half sun salutation. So inhale your arms up, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward. And then inhale, stand all the way back up again. So it's the yogi version of head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, stand all the way up. One more. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward. And then come all the way back up to stand. And let your hands come all the way down by your side. So I want you to roll your shoulders back 3 times. Feel the crunches. And then roll your shoulders forward 3 times. And then let your hands hang heavy. Now rock your weight forward onto your toes. Feel like you can slide a credit card under your heels. And then rock back so you can slide something under your toes. And forward. And back. And now same thing, right to left. Finding that center point. And then standing tall, feeling rooted into the ground. Draw your belly button in. Lift your crown of your head up. Let your tailbone get heavy. Beautiful, everyone. Now take that energy and sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back. Feel your heart open. Exhale, round down, and then step your left foot back into plank. Lower your knees, hug your elbows in, lower your chest and chin, untuck your toes, pull your elbows back as you lift your heart up. Exhale your forehead down, and then press back up into tabletop. Curl your toes under. Peel your hips up into downward facing dog. Breathe here. Float your right leg up behind you. Open your hip out to the right. Bend the right knee. And then reverse that. Straighten the right leg. Turn the hip down and step the right foot up between your hands. Pause here. Step the left foot up to meet the right. Inhale, flap back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up, palms touch. Exhale, right back down again. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step your left foot back. Open your heart. Exhale, round forward as you press your hands down and step your right foot back to plank. Lower your knees. Hug your elbows in by your waist, lower your chest and chin. Untuck your toes. Lift into your baby cobra. Exhale, forehead to the mat. Press up into tabletop. Curl your toes under, peel your hips up. Downward facing the dog. And breathe. Float your left leg up behind you. Open your hip. Bend your left leg. Straighten your left leg. Close your hip. And now step all the way forward. Step your right foot to meet your left. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up, palms touch. And exhale your hands down by your side. See if you can find that length and standing, that balance. And then inhale your arms up again. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back. Open your heart forward. And then step your left foot back to plank. Lower your knees. Hug your elbows in, lower chest and chin. Come into your baby cobra. Forehead down. Either come up through tabletop or curl your toes under and lift your knees and see if you can press up into plank. And then into downward facing dog. Breathe here. Float your right leg up behind you. Bend the knee, open the hip. From here, see if you can take 3 circles. Moving your femur bone around in your hip joint. And then extend the right leg back behind you. Step the right foot all the way forward. Step the left foot to meet the right. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. When your palms touch, exhale and fold right back down again. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, step your left leg back. Open your heart. Plant your hands, step your right leg back. You're in plank. So now either knees, chest, chin, or lower all the way down to the mat. Untuck your toes, baby cobra. And then either knees to tabletop or lift back up into that plank. Maybe it's an intermediary version. And into downward facing dog. So that intermediary version, you might be on your stomach and using your arms more and letting your knees hover. So instead of going straight up into plank, maybe you curl your toes and it's a little bit in between. Put your left leg up behind you, bend your knee, open your hip. 3 big circles. 1, 2, and 3. Extend the left leg up behind you. And now step the left foot forward. Step the right foot to meet the left. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to stand, fingertips touch. And let your arms come down by your side. Find that energy and strength. Inhale up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right leg back. Step your left leg back. Knees, chest, chin, or lower all the way down. Untuck your toes, baby cobra. Exhale, forehead down, and then decide which version you're gonna do to get yourself back into downward facing dog, which is where we'll meet. This time we're gonna lift our right leg back up behind us. We're gonna stay in our down dog position, but we're gonna pull our knee into our nose and then kick it straight up behind us. Pull the knee into our nose, straight up behind us. One more time. And then this last time, we'll step our right foot all the way back up. Step our left foot up to meet it. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. And then bring our arms out and around all the way up to stand. Exhale, right back down again. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step the left leg back. Step the right leg back to plank. Lower all the way down, knees, chest, chin, or straight down. Lifting up to baby cobra, pulling your elbows back. And then press up into plank through tabletop or some in-between version. Nice. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Float your left leg up. Draw your knee into your chest. Left leg up. Knee into your chest. Staying in your down dog. Left leg up. Knee in. One more. Left leg up. And then step all the way forward. Step the right foot to meet the left. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. And then let your hands come down by your side. So we're going to do a little bit of chair pose before we move into our flow. So feet hip distance apart. Shift your weight so you can peel your toes up off. Draw up through your belly button and then sit your hips back. Reaching your arms out in front of you. Thank you, Bindu. Now, if you're really far forward, see if you can pull your chest back. Nice, Anna. And then sit a little bit deeper. So the idea is that you look like a lightning bolt from the side. So now maybe you can lift your arms up just a little bit. One more breath here, and then let's stand up. Let's shake that out. So we're gonna do it again. All right, come back to that tall starting position. Sit down. Reach forward. Think about pressing into the outer edges of your foot and your big toe. Nice, Emma. Reach those arms forward a little bit more. Can you lift them up, letting your shoulders melt down your back as you do that? Sit your hips down a little bit deeper. One more breath. And then stand all the way up. All right, shake it out. You're holding your breath. Breathe now. All right, let's move to the tops of our mats. Let's do the fun part. It's all fun. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Knees, chest, chin, or all the way down. Baby cobra. And then either press up into plank or come through tabletop or a intermediary version. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Breathe here. Float your right leg up behind you. Step your right foot all the way forward. Reach your arms out and up, coming into your high lunge. Pause here in the high lunge. Nice. Open into your warrior two. Breathe here. Sit your right hip a little bit deeper. Straighten your front leg. Reach towards me, coming into your triangle. Left arm up. See if you can line your shoulders up. Oh, everyone looks good. Squeezing your glutes, come back up to stand. Bend your knee back into warrior two. Turn your right palm up, exhale back, peaceful warrior. Big cartwheel all the way down. Step back to plank. Knees, chest, chin, or all the way down to the mat. Baby cobra. And then press through tabletop or straight back into plank. And then into downward facing dog. Breathe here in your down dog. Put your left leg up behind you. Step your left foot all the way forward. Reach your arms forward and up, coming into your high lunge. Breathe here. Open into your warrior two. Pressing into the outer edge of your right foot. Bend your left knee. Straighten your left leg. Reach towards me and then hinge down, coming into your triangle. Breathe here. Squeezing your glutes, stand back up. Bend your left knee back into warrior two. Turn your left palm up, exhale back, peaceful warrior. And then cartwheel all the way down. Step back to plank. Knees, chest, chin, or all the way down to the mat. Lift your heart for your baby back bend. And then come back through tabletop or plank into downward facing dog. Hold here in your down dog. Breathing deeply. Put your right leg up behind you. Step your right foot all the way forward. Reach out and up, high lunge. Straighten your front leg and then rebend. Straighten your front leg, rebend. One more time. Now open into your warrior two. Pause here. Straighten your front leg, reach forward into your triangle. Now your left arm is pointing up to the ceiling. Find your balance, engage your inner leg. Now reach your left arm over towards me. Squeeze your bum, lift your left arm back up to the sky. Reach your left arm towards me, bringing your bicep to your ear. Nice, everyone. Back up to the sky, squeeze those inner thighs. One more time, reach towards me. And now lift yourself all the way back up to stand. Bend the right knee back into warrior two. Turn your right palm up, exhale back, peaceful warrior. One more breath here. And now cartwheel yourself all the way down. Step into plank. Lower all the way down or knees, chest, chin. Lift up into your baby cobra. Bring your forehead back down to the mat. And then lift yourself back up either to plank or tabletop. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Breathe here. Put your left leg up behind you. Step your left foot all the way forward. Reach your arms out and up, high lunge. Once you have your balance, straighten your front leg and then melt back down again. Straighten and melt. One more time. From here, open into your warrior two. Straighten your left leg, reach towards me, coming into triangle. Now find that spot on your leg, twist your hips, stack your shoulder and your wrist. Reach your right arm overhead towards me, back up to the sky. Reach your right arm towards me, back up to the sky. One more time, towards me, up to the sky. Lift yourself back, bend your knee. Warrior two. Turn your left palm up, exhale back, peaceful warrior. Motorcycle or car, what do we think? Yeah. And now cartwheel yourself all the way down. Step back to plank. Lower yourself down, knees, chest, chin, or all the way down in one movement. Come into your back bend, pulling your hearts forward. And then lower your forehead back down. Press up through tabletop or straight into your plank or somewhere in between, nice Bindu. Into your downward facing dog. Put your right leg up behind you. Step your right foot all the way forward. Reach out and up, high lunge. Straighten the front leg, and this time draw your hands to heart center as you come back down. Reach your fingertips up. Draw them to heart center. Reach your fingertips up. Draw them to heart center. From here, I want you to hinge forward, reaching your arms behind you. Woo! We're going to cartwheel ourselves open into our warrior two. Pause here. Straighten your front leg, reach your fingertips forward, coming down into your triangle. Arm up. And now reach your arm forward and back up to the sky. Forward and up. Forward and up, lifting your whole body. Now stay here, turn both toes so you're facing the A tower. Bring your hands to your waist and sit down into your goddess pose. So adjust your feet if you need to. Bring your hands to heart center. So let's make this first one moving. So go ahead and sway your hips side to side. And then we're going to stand up into our star pose, arms up. Exhale back to warrior two. Turn your right palm up, exhale back, peaceful warrior. Come all the way through to side angle, placing your right hand on your right thigh, reach your left arm up. Drop the right hip a little bit more. And then from here, we're going to cartwheel all the way down. Step back to plank. Lower down. Baby cobra. Lift back up. Downward facing dog. And breathe. Float your left leg up behind you. Step your left foot all the way forward. Reach your arms out and up, high lunge. Straighten your front leg. And now pull your hands to heart center. Lengthen and lift. Pull your hands to heart center. Reach on up. And pull down. Pause here. Reach your arms back behind you as you hinge forward. You're holding your cape out. Gazing out in front of you. And then cartwheel yourself open into warrior two. Breathe here. Straighten your front leg, reach towards me. Let your left hand come down, right arm up to the sky. Breathe here. Reach your right fingertips towards me and then back up to the sky, keeping your legs energized. Reach your arm towards me and back up towards me and come all the way back up. Turn yourself towards the B tower, bringing your heels in, toes out, hands to your waist. Sit down into your goddess pose. Explore either hands at heart center or open into goal pose for a traditional goddess. Notice where the weight is in your feet. You want the weight in your heels. You want your knees trending towards your toes. See if you can get you guys look great. I know, one more breath here. And then stand up, star pose. Exhale, warrior two. Turn your left palm up, exhale back, peaceful warrior. Cartwheel through to the left arm on your left thigh. Reach the right arm up to the sky. Breathe in. And now cartwheel yourself down, step back into plank. Knees, chest, chin. Baby cobra. Downward facing dog. All right, I'm gonna try my best to mirror you. So I'm gonna go slow so I can think about what I'm saying before I do it. Float your right leg up behind you. Step your right foot forward. You're in low lunge. Bring your left knee behind and sit down. Okay. All right. So our right leg is crossed over our left leg. We're going to take our right arm behind us. We're going to reach our left arm up. Exhale, twist to the right. So depending on how you twist, you might have your elbow around your knee. You might have your knee on the outside, your elbow on the outside of your knee. Or if you're really super bendy, maybe you bring your back arm around your waist and you can connect through your legs. Those are all options. Remember, the more you twist, you're squeezing the stuff out of your organs. So don't be surprised if you like burp a little or something. So you're twist, 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 squeeze, 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 improving digestion, and then slowly unwind, counter twist out to the left, and bend down. Now coming back up to center. You're going to shift your weight forward a little bit. Place your right knee on the ground and then sit back so that your knees are more stacked, coming into a cow-faced pose. Got it. All right. Sit up nice and tall. Breathe in and then exhale, walk yourself forward. Now, as you walk yourself forward, did your butt roll up off the ground? See if you can let your sit bones get heavy a little bit. We want to feel the stretch more in our hips and our back than in like, oh, look, I got my forehead all the way down. So we'll do that later. So really think about sort of how you would feel if you were in a figure four or pigeon where you could get deeper into your hips. All right, come on up, bring your hands behind you, uncross your legs, place your feet on the floor. Windshield wiper your legs side to side. All the kids are gone. Did you notice it like just got super quiet? All right, now we're gonna bring our right leg under, our left leg over. Doing it, doing it. Bring our left arm behind, our right arm up. Breathe in, exhale, twist, exploring where you can land on this side. You know, maybe you start in one spot and then as you breathe and you twist, you can go a little bit further and a little bit further. Sometimes making the bind, sometimes not. And then slowly untwist, coming all the way over to the right, coming into your counter twist. All right, now roll forward or cross the top leg over, really whatever, however you want to get there. No real rule there. And sit up nice and tall. And then start to hinge forward, feeling a big stretch through the outer edges of your bum. I personally like to press down on my feet because I feel like it gives me a little like leverage. And then sit back up, uncross your legs, let them windshield wiper side to side. All right, so because we're outside and the pavement isn't as comfy, you can go ahead and turn towards the A tower and stretch out your right leg and bring your left foot in. It's just going to be more comfortable on the bottom of your feet potentially. That's all. And now flex your right toes up to the ceiling. Think about pressing the sole of your left foot into your inner right thigh. Now open your arms out to the side. Look over your left knee. So you're twisting towards your left knee. Drop your right arm down on the inside of your right thigh. So now your torso is really twisted. Reach your left arm up and now bring your left arm over your ear. So by starting looking at your left leg, you're really lining up yourself in this twist. Other arms, Emma. Oh no, you're right. You're on the other leg. I was mirroring you. Yeah, that's fine. So now you can press the inner arm, the outer arm against the inner leg, giving yourself a little bit more leverage to twist your torso gently. Like we're not looking to undo ourselves. And now sit back up, arms back out to your side. Now we're going to turn towards our right toe or towards our straight leg. And then we're going to hinge forward and reach like we want to just hug that foot. And maybe you can, maybe you can't. And then exhale, round your spine, letting your forehead come towards your knee. As you relax into this forward fold, notice what your hips are doing. Like, did you roll all your weight into your right hip or your left hip? Can you try and keep that pressure between your hip bones even? Can you draw your belly button in so you can lift up and over, giving yourself a little bit more space? And then slowly roll yourself back up to seated. So we're going to bring our right leg in. We're going to extend our left leg out. Bring the right foot to the inside of the left thigh. Flex your left toes up to the ceiling. Open your arms out to the side. Sit up nice and tall. Relax your shoulders. Now twist towards your bent knee, towards your right knee. Drop your left arm on the inside of your left thigh. Reach your right arm up and then over towards your left toes. Working as much as we can to get a big side stretch through our side from our right hip all the way up to our fingertips. And then lift up. Arms back out to the side, sit up tall, twist towards your straight leg. Reach forward to give your toes a hug. And then exhale, round forward, letting your forehead come down towards the leg. Breathing here. Getting heavy. And then roll on up. Bring both legs to the floor in front of you. Reach your arms out. We're going to roll down nice and slow to a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we're going to do 2 back bends tonight. I'm going to do 2 bridges, but we'll have an opportunity to do one, work the cobwebs out, and then do a second one. So with the soles of your feet on the floor, knees pointing up to the ceiling, think about lengthening your tailbone. Place your hands down on the mat and then roll your vertebrae one at a time, lifting your hips and then your lower back, your middle back, your chest, all the way up to the sky. Make sure your thighs are still parallel to each other. Now draw your heels towards your bum. Lift your hips a little bit higher. Think about your chest coming towards your chin. And now roll down one vertebra at a time. Let your knees touch and shimmy your feet to the outer edge of your mat. Bring one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart, and stay here. Or if it feels better to do a little bit of a side to side windshield wiper, you can go ahead and do that. Now walk your feet back in line with your hips, toes pointing towards the end of your mat. Lengthen your tailbone, plant your palms, peel your vertebra up one at a time. Coming back into that bridge. Pressing your hip bones up towards the ceiling. Maybe this time you interlace your fingers behind your back, shimmy your shoulders together to get an even deeper back bend. Connect your big toe, your pinky toe, and the heel of your foot. Release your hands, roll yourself down one vertebra at a time. Let your knees touch, let your feet come out to the side, and breathe. So we're going to extend our left leg away from us. We're going to draw our right knee into our chest. Hug the shin in. Maybe you want to take little circles or rock that leg side to side. And then we're going to take the right knee over to the left, coming into a reclined twist. Extend your right arm out. Maybe you can gaze over your right shoulder. And now roll back to center. Hug both knees into your chest. Extend the right leg away. Hold the left knee in. And now bring the left leg over to the right. And extend the left arm out to the side. Roll back onto your back, draw both knees into your chest. Maybe you make some knee circles. Maybe you take a happy baby. And then when you're ready, extend your legs away from you, extend your arms away from you, and settle into your mat, letting the back of your head get heavy. I'm going to come around with some lavender oil for some Shavasana adjustments. If you prefer that I don't touch you, then go ahead and place one hand on your stomach and I'll know to respect your space. So go ahead and take a big deep inhale. Draw all your energy into your center. And then exhale. Just let it swoosh out to your fingertips, to your toes. One more time, inhale, draw all that energy into your center, hold it in. And then exhale, let it swoosh out to your fingers and toes. Start to deepen your breath. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe let your head rock gently side to side. Take another big inhale. Exhale everything out. And then go ahead and reach your arms up overhead, stretching from your fingertips to your toes. And draw your knees into your chest, giving yourself a hug. And then at your own pace, roll onto your side, taking a pause there, coming right into your seat, whatever feels right for you. And then when you're in your seated position, bring one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. Close your eyes or let them soften. Notice the rise and fall of your chest, your breath, your heartbeat. Acknowledge the life force moving around inside of you. Thank yourself for coming to practice tonight. Thank you for allowing me to lead you through your practice. Namaste.